It is Saturday, January 4th, and I have a rabbit hole, darling, on these Dior bags, okay? Bear with me. All right, let's talk about these mother-loving Dior bags. Okay, yes, someone asked in one of the comments, do I not speak in code on the podcast? I speak in less code. Some of the words are just fun to use in general, and other ones, I'm like, they're weird about the flying thing in general right now. So I'd rather err on the side of safety while this is being spoken about, especially in conjunction with Mr. CyberTruck's letter. So, all right, this episode is brought to you by a potential TikTok post that I recorded, and I had more to say and was like, you know what, it's just going to go on the tube. I need to get used to posting more here anyway. Since it's most likely going bye-bye. And before anyone gets too upset, just remember that most likely the reason that security secret that they didn't want to tell us, but they were all like, there's a reason. I'm just going to say I think it's probably related to it could be, again, rabbit hole, related to the potential reason of why the orange one was thanking the clock place the same way he was thanking the stars in the sky, you know, from his boyfriend who gave him a little present up in space up there, you know. And an additional side note that it has nothing to do with what I wanted to say is just remembering the amount of information this man already has access to between his cars and his technology and his platforms. And if you give that guy the keys to the kingdom when he already has endless money, no sense of right or wrong, complete psychopath, narcissist, sociopath, who enjoys breaking things just to see the goo inside, and give him unfettered power so that he can now fully abuse all of this technology that allows him to spy or lock you in when it's on fire or, you know, anything like it's like, oh my God. It's not funny. It's not funny, but it's just like when folks are like, you guys are so delulu. Like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, this is some next level shit you're about to see pop off if something doesn't happen. You think you know, but you have no idea. What was that? Drumline? All right. Back to business. Gardening time. You know how this goes. Okay, so Dior bags. Okay. So Mr. Cybertruck man, allegedly there's this like letter he sent out. And now I know this is questionable. Okay. There's some discussion around the situation, around both of these situations. They're kind of so neat. You know, everything in the truck was burnt to a crisp, but there were two legible pieces of identification so that we could be sure of who he was. That made it. You know, the guns didn't make it, but the ID made it. You know what I'm saying? So, the military folks are saying that dude's still alive somewhere. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is what parts, at least of what was in that little letter, fit some things, which you know is going to make me think. So again, a rabbit hole warning, darling. So remember back when they started showing up, and my original opinion that I stuck by the whole time was I said, I wish it was aliens coming to take me, but it's probably technology that we have, or at least the government knows about, and that's why they're not tripping. Okay, if they're not tripping, we shouldn't be tripping. It's probably theirs, or they know what it is. So in this letter, the guy is saying part of his mission was he wanted to expose this secret technology to everyone and let the people know that the government is aware of this. And in the letter, he says that it's a technology. It's some sort of propulsion inner something, you know, some just technology, you know, that looks really cool because it's not commercially available yet, which is what I said back when y'all were first asking me. And that China regularly launches these things from their subs, from the ocean. So they do come out of the water, all that stuff. It's been going on for a while. This is technology that we know about, et cetera, et cetera. I think he even said that we might have some of it too. And so this got me thinking. So if they're if the things that we've seen have been mostly from that place, from China, and let's remember, whenever you see one of those, it's the three amigos, okay? I'm going to be careful here now too, just because of the times, but you've got Ruski, okay? You've got I ran away, and you've got Chinese takeout, all right? And the three of them have been coming not just for this test, but for multiple tests, okay? So for the people who think that this is just about the smelly one in our test, and so they don't get it, like, no. This is big. This is about three powers that have been trying to infiltrate different places, and this is about the other powers knowing what they're doing, and we are about to see at least a decade's worth of work come to fruition on a very large scale. This is why it's bigger than Democrats and liberal, like it's so much bigger than that, and people need to kind of get their heads out of their asses and understand that it's not just about, are the Democrats going to save us? Like it's bigger. Now, how it kicks off, we're hoping we see something on the 6th, because yes, we want the orange one to stay out of the seat, but we are looking at a lot of the fruition of a lot of different missions here and operations. It's not just one thing or one person. It's massive, okay? And this is not just us saying it. These are intelligence analysts, intelligence veterans, geopolitical intelligence, like people that know what they're talking about, saying, buckle up, buttercup. All right. It's so much bigger than just this. This is the tail end of a decade worth of work, psyops, cyber stuff. I mean, everything you can think of. So again, okay, these three amigos, whenever you see one, the other two are not far behind, right? And don't forget, the co-boyfriends are real chummy with these folks. We know Ruski is a dear friend to both of them. We know they invited Chinese takeout to the 20th, remember? And they declined. And I was like, interesting. The same way Ruski called all its citizens and said, don't go to America, and if you're there, leave. They said that a few weeks ago. China denied the invitation to the party. And I ran away. Well, first boyfriend, remember that big, like everyone was like, how come he's meeting with the leader over there? When he doesn't even have power, like as soon as the test was over, he ran over there and to go meet with that guy. And of course, their money is tied up with Dumpty's family as well. So let's keep all that in mind. And keep in mind that all three of them have recently been sanctioned by the Department of the Treasury. And that Chinese takeaway has tried to hack the Department of the Treasury specifically. Okay, so now getting back to that letter. He was like, in the letter, it says that this is Chinese takeaway, like they're flexing, they're showing off, trying to do whatever. And I was like, okay, so if the government knows what that is, and it's not us, it's them, but they're not freaking out, I wonder if that could be part of this larger net where we talk about seeing the pieces pick up and setting the trap the same way how we said you have to leave the bait. The bait has been left so long that, yeah, like you've got the co-boyfriends calling their buddies to light this candle. Okay, they're trying to get their party on the 19th for whatever reason, whether they know they're not getting in and they're planning something, or they plan on doing, setting stuff on fire, or both. It's just, there's something weird, something cooking, something in the air. They're acting weird. Everybody's acting weird. And what if they called their buddies? This is a part of whatever it is that's been going on, right? And our folks, they've got an eye on it, but they know nothing's going to kick off just yet because whatever correspondence has been going on has been monitored, okay? So whatever their plans are, they're aware of it. They're not going to let whatever it is like do what it's doing before it's time or what have you. I think they would intervene, but I'm wondering if it's just part of the trap to let them be like, yeah, sure, they want to call in their Chinese Dior bags to come scare the people for a little bit and distract them and make people think that they have power. Sure, why not? Let them do it. Why not? Go ahead. We'll wrap them up too. We'll snap them up with this too. Like I said, I don't know, just Rabbithole, and pieces of it might fit, pieces of it might not, but it's kind of interesting, right? I'm not sure what to do with it, but I just wonder. A lot of interesting things. Uh-huh.